Hello then folks, welcome back. Right, let's do some real simple winter booby patterns. We're at that time of year now where you're thinking about fishing Walthamstow, Farmore, the damn water Graffham, and my get out of jail for all of these places has always been large booby fly on a short leader, fished on a fast sinking line. And this is one of the patterns I like to use. They're so easy to tie. I understand that you guys like your advanced tying. This might not be good for you, but you guys that are starting off now, this is a nice, easy, effective fly to tie. So let's just run through it. It's just a Viva tadpole variant. It's the black and green booby basically. Thread for this is UTC 140. I've already got a size 8175 in the vise with a couple of 5mm booby eyes tied on. Okay, as usual, you know where to find the video on the booby eyes. I'll put another link up there somewhere for you. The big eyes, because I want this to be nice and buoyant. I'm fishing on the short leader, and I still want this to stand off just off the bottom, because even in the thicker winter, you're still going to get a bit of rubbish on the bottom. You'll still get some old dead weed beds and branches and leaves, etc., right down the bottom. So this is just going to make sure that it stays up nice and high. Also gives it that lovely wiggle in the water. So we'll just start working that on. Let's get that thread on there. Okay, tail for this is black Marabou. Okay, select one with some nice long fibres to it, because you really want to make this quite a long tail. Okay, we're not talking about comp size flies here, we're talking about proper lures now. Okay, so we're going to select a nice big long pinch of this here and just strip that off, pinch it all together. Lovely. Look at that nice big long, 3 inches of tail there, plus trim that off at the end there just to make it nice and even, and off that up to the hook at the top there. As always, I like to start the stuff up here and bring it down, because it just offers that nice taper to the body. And there's your nice big long tail that's going to make this fly work so well. Okay, it really is the key part of this fly. The body for this, as we said, is going to be green, and I'm just using a green, just a standard green 15mm fritz. Doesn't have to be anything special. You can add some flash into the tail at that point if you'd like. I don't bother. I don't think it makes an awful lot of difference to the pattern, but you go nuts, put some extra stuff on there if you like. Just going to strip that core back, so you just expose the core there, just trap that in at the back of the fly like that. Bring your thread up, and we're just going to wind this on a nice touching turns all the way up the body, just to try and form that nice dense body with this stuff. So one of the things that will help you do this is just wet your fingers and wet the fritz as you go backwards, and just stroking the fritz back with each turn, just to enable you to get those nice touching turns in there. That's lovely. That makes that such a lovely dense body, nice and even up the hook. We'll get another couple in there. That's probably enough. One for luck. Never have too much of this stuff on a winter lure, eh? And then we're just going to finish it off behind the eyes there. Brilliant. It's that easy. Yeah, short leader. Pop it out as far as you can on a sinking line. Count it down, let it sink down, let it get down to the bottom, and then just very, very slow figure of 8 back, or little short draws, whatever you like. Just going to finish off at the front of the eye here. But it couldn't be more simple. I love these flies. I love fishing this stuff in the winter months. It's so easy, so simple. Big hooks. That's great. A little dab of varnish there in the front there just to finish off. Turn the eye. I've had so many fish on this at Walthamstow. Really is great for the reservoirs. There we go. Doesn't particularly represent anything. I mean, you might get the odd fry feeder on it. The green is, they talk about it, Daphnia feeders responding to it. All I know is they absolutely love that black and green. The movement in it, just sink and draw is a great way to fish it. Just a long pull and then leave it there for 5 or 6 seconds to let the fly flutter back up again, and then a long draw and bring the fly. And it's this up and down seesaw motion. They go nuts after it. So get on the vise, give it a try, get you someone in your boxes for this winter, and I guarantee they'll work on the big waters on those big concrete bowls. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll pop out a couple more videos with a couple more of my other favourite flies for the concrete bowls. Thanks very much. Good evening.